Hi guys, it's Amy with A to Z Stamping, and today I wanted to show you the Be Merry kit that's in the 2017 holiday catalog. So it looks just like this, and this kit is so you can make 12 of these. I guess they're ornaments, or I plan to use them on my gift packaging. I like to tie something cute on there, but I wanted to show you what this kit's all about. So it comes in a bag like this. And let's see, let's just pull everything out. All right, and you've got all the different things you need. Everything's already all ready for you to go. Set those aside. And then there's these elements. Set them over here. And then the directions. So in the directions, they're actually in all different languages, but right here's the English version, and here's the steps. And right here, it shows everything that comes in your kit. And this kit, everything is gold, old olive, and real red. And there's even glimmer paper in there. That's fun. And everything's ready to be punched out. The only thing you need to provide, according to these directions, is a fine tip glue pen, some dimensionals, and a hot glue gun. I have my fine tip glue pen, I have my dimensionals, but I don't actually own a glue gun. So I wanted to see if I could put these together just using my multi-purpose glue, and it works fine, and I'm going to show you guys how I did that. It was probably a little bit messier than a hot glue gun, but you know, if you don't have one, you know, what are you going to do? So anyway, let me show you how easy these are to put together. I'm going to demonstrate one for you. So step one says to remove the backing. So what you want to do is you want to pull out one of your rosettes. And there are 6 with the polka dots and 6 with the solid ends. So I'm just going to grab what's on top here. So that's the polka dots. And if we look on the cover, the polka dots are the one with the green tool. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing. So you just want to peel this backing off right here that says 3M. You peel this off like so. Okay. And then it just opens up. And you want to press it together. Just line that up and press. And give it a good little pinch. And then it should stick just fine. Alright, so your ornament opens like this. And it's already got the twine on top. So make sure you know which way is up. Alright, the next thing I did was, the next step tells you to adhere your tool circles and to use the hot glue gun. But again, I didn't have one. So I'm going to be using my multi-purpose glue. I'm going to be using the pen tip end. So let me open that up. And actually, I'm going to grab just a piece of scrap paper out just to make sure my glue is working here. Let's see. Come on, glue. There we go. Okay. So you want to start, here's the crease that we just pressed together. So we're going to actually start in this one right here. And you do 9 in each. So what I did was I went in and I put glue in each, so every other crease. And when you're done, you should have 9 of them. So 6, 7, 8, and 9. And let me show you up close just so you see how much glue I put in there. Okay, can you see that? I hope you can see the glue. I didn't put tons in there, but I didn't do real lightly either. Okay, so this is the green one. Now I did notice with the tool, let me pull this out, it does stick together, so you want to make sure you use one piece at a time. So I'm actually going to pull out my 9. So let me grab some here. So 1, see, these 2 are stuck together. 2, 3, and isn't this so pretty, this old olive tool, and it has this like flecks of gold, or they might even be green in there, but it's really pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see here. 4, 5, 6, 7. And the reason I like to pull these out first is if you're using glue and not hot glue, your hands might get a little bit sticky. So it's easier to have this part done first. Set those aside. 8 and 9 right here. Okay, and if you have baby wipes or like a wet paper towel or something like that, I would have that handy. Oh my goodness, come on, tool. Because your hands will get a little bit of glue on them. There we go. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to take your piece of tool, just kind of grab it in the center and bunch it together like this. Just kind of pinch it together like so, and then you're just going to shove it in there. Okay, and give it a nice press down like that. All right, so pinch it together and kind of fold it over, and they should each, and I just poke them right in like that. Oops. Let's try that one again. There we go. And they will dry and stick in there pretty quickly. I mean, you have some time. Don't worry if they're sticking out a little bit because it will go down when we stick the top on. Okay, so there's number 4. Okay. Now, if you're hot gluing them in, I would probably pinch them together and then adhere your hot glue on there and then shove it in. I probably wouldn't try sticking the hot glue in and then pushing them in because you would probably burn yourself. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not good with a hot glue gun. My mom, she's good with hot glue gun. I never inherited that skill. They kind of freak me out. I was probably burned too many times as a kid with them. Okay. Okay, and one more. So see, it's pretty quick and easy. All right. Okay, so there we go. So the next step in our instructions says to adhere the gold foil doily to the center with the hot glue gun. Again, I don't have a hot glue gun, so I'm going to grab one of these, and I'm actually going to close my, grab my paper towel. I like to wipe my glue off. I'm going to close my pen end, and I'm going to open my wide end and get some glue on there. And this goes right here. Okay, so I want to press it down pretty hard, and I'm going to hold it for a second. Now, if you were hot gluing this would go on a lot easier. This is the one step that's a little trickier. And actually, I'm going to turn it upside down and press it flat for a second and let that adhere. And while that is doing that, in fact, I'm going to stick something heavy on top of it. What do I have that's heavy? Here's a block. That's kind of heavy. I'm going to stick that right there. And I'm going to go to the next step. Let me wipe this. Actually, I still need this. All right, the next step is to remove the extra piece that you're using. And they're talking about these right here. And since I'm doing the one with the green tool, I'm going to be using the tree. It's the ones with the gold foil around the edges and the red tool that uses the candy canes. And you need to pop the little pieces out. In the candy canes, each of these little pieces pop out. It's quite clever. On the tree, this middle piece pops out. And you can save this for something else or just toss it. All right, and what we're going to do is I need let me just check the front. We're doing this one, so green, so I need a green glimmer paper. If you were doing the candy cane, you would use the red. Okay, let me pop that out. And I'm going to glue this right onto the glimmer paper. Now they tell you to hot glue it on. Again, glimmer paper is a little bit hard to stick to, but I'm going to go with this again and just get my multi-purpose on here. It doesn't quite reach all the way to the edges, so just kind of get it on there. But if I stick it on, there we go. Isn't that so pretty? Press, you guys see that? Isn't that so cool? Okay, and I'm just going to press it down, give it a really good press. Okay, then while it's upside down, that's when we're going to stick our dimensionals on. So I'm going to go with 3, 1, 2, 3. So when I'm going to show you the ones I've already done, but when I'm going to finish the rest of these, I think I'm going to do them all one step at a time rather than doing one at a time. So I'll probably do the tool on all of them. Then I'll go to the next step and put the gold on all of them, and then so on and so forth. Do this part on all of them. Okay. So we'll turn that upside down again in a second because as you can see, it's not completely staying flat yet, but that's okay. We're going to get this on there. Now make sure you know where your top is. I made that mistake before. Oops. See? I just pulled that right off there. Okay, and we're going to put our tree right in the center. All right, perfect. And I'm going to flip this back upside down. I need to stick something really heavy on there. What's something really heavy? I don't even have something really heavy. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move it right over here, and I'm going to stick my Stampin' trimmer on top of it. Okay, I'm going to let that set. Okay, so the next step then is to grab the wood banners, and those look just like this. So go ahead and pop one of those out. All right, and then there's words in red or green, like this. So since I did the green tool one, I'm going to put a red word. And they give you different options. You can do Mary, or I believe these are, clearly these are in other languages. So they probably say Mary in different languages. So I want Mary though, since I don't even know what the other words are. I'm assuming they're French. And I wonder what the other language is. French, maybe Dutch? That would make sense. Okay, so let me pop out. You want to be really careful because it's very small and delicate. And I'm actually going to grab my scrap paper again. So this is where the fine tip glue pen comes in. I don't use my fine tip glue pen too often, but this is a good one. So you want to carefully take your lid off. Okay, and let me make sure it's working. It is. Mine's bubbling out a lot today. And I'm just going to really lightly stick some of this on here. Okay, and let me always put your fine tip glue pen away immediately. In fact, I like to wipe my tip off. Don't even let it set for a second because it will harden. This little needle goes right back into that tip. And I swear, if you have trouble seeing like I do, you just kind of have to kind of line it up. Come on, with my finger. There we go. Push it back in. All right. And now I'm going to grab this little guy and stick this right onto my piece of wood. Let me get my glued paper out of my way before I glue that to something. And just stick it on. So the Y does not fit all the way on here. It does hang off a little bit, and that's okay. Mary. So get that just how you want it. Cute, right? All right. And then we use Stampin' Dimensionals to stick this on. And since it has a glue on there, I don't want to stick it to my paper. So I'm just going to grab a couple of my dimensionals. I think just 2. And I'm going to put these, come on, oops, just moved my Mary. We line this up exactly right here. And right here. Probably mini dimensionals would work really well because they just barely fit on here. So actually, if you have mini dimensionals, I might recommend those. Okay. Okay, let me peel my backing off. 1 and 2. Okay. All right, and let me grab my ornament, which is right here. See, it's much flatter now. And this is going to go right across wherever you want it. I kind of like it right in the middle. Press that on there. Isn't that so cute? Okay, and then the last thing you want to do is grab ribbon. So whatever color word you did. And obviously, change these up if you want. I'm just doing it the way they're meant to be done, sort of. Okay, so on this, they tell you to tie a bow and then hot glue it to your, tie a bow and hot glue it. But again, I'm not hot gluing. So here's what I do. I use the bunny ear method to tie a bow. 1, 2, and let's tie a bow. Okay. Get it kind of how I want it. Let's see, does that look how I want it? I think so. And then I just used a mini glue dot. So I grab my glue dots